The Office of Information and Regulatory Affairs, or OIRA, has been called the most powerful federal agency that most people have never heard of. OIRA is responsible for overseeing the development and promulgation of agency regulations. In particular, OIRA must review required cost-benefit analyses of economically significant rules, which are those rules having an annual effect on the economy of $100 million or more. Such cost-benefit analysis is critical because since early in the Obama administration, many have attributed the economy's lack of recovery in large part to increases in regulation and regulatory uncertainty. Even the administration acknowledges the problem. In a January 18, 2011 Wall Street Journal op-ed, President Obama stated that over-regulation, quote, stifles innovation and has a, quote, chilling effect on growth and jobs. The President has even issued a number of executive orders and memoranda that address regulatory burdens. These include Executive Order 13563, which directs agencies to, quote, propose or adopt a regulation only upon a reasoned determination that its benefits justify its costs, end quote. While these executive orders look good on paper, it appears that is all the Obama administration is willing to do. I want to know what OIRA is doing to ensure agencies actually implement the stated principles. Unfortunately, there are grounds for concern. Roughly two-thirds of the claimed benefits of economically significant final rules OIRA reviewed in 2010 were actually from secondary effects that were not the statutorily authorized targets of the rules. What is OIRA doing to make sure that the bulk of the benefits agencies claim for their rules arise specifically out of improving the conditions Congress authorized those agencies to address by regulation? Similarly, in May of 2013, the administration quietly increased its estimate of the benefit of reducing carbon from the atmosphere from $21 to $35 per metric ton. That will dramatically increase agency estimates of benefits from regulations limiting emissions. However, there are significant concerns that the administration's new figure is substantively flawed and that the process for issuing it was not transparent. The Government Accountability Office is investigating. Administrator Shalansky joins OIRA at a critical time. Job creation continues to fall short of expectations. In August 2013, employers added only 169,000 jobs to payrolls, less than expected, and gains for June and July were revised downward. The unemployment rate ticked down to 7.3%, but only because fewer people are looking for work. Even more worrisome, the labor participation rate is the lowest it has been in roughly 40 years. The economy as a whole also remains sluggish. On September 18, 2013, the Federal Reserve lowered its economic growth forecast for 2013 and 2014. In light of this worrisome data, I am particularly interested in hearing how Administrator Shalansky plans to ensure the administration's actions match its rhetoric about reducing the regulatory burden on the small businesses that form the backbone of our economy. The National Federation of Independent Business surveys government regulations are consistently a top concern for small business owners whose compliance costs are also higher than those of larger businesses. We cannot afford to regulate small business job creators out of business. To this end, the OIRA administrator holds a number of tools that can be powerful if he chooses to use them. In an agency's cost-benefit analysis, if an agency's cost-benefit analysis is improper, or if the agency fails to consider alternatives or account for the impacts on small business, OIRA can return the regulation to the agency so it does not take effect. During the Bush administration, OIRA sent 27 return letters. During the Obama administration, though, OIRA has sent only 1. OIRA's zealous enforcement of the cost-benefit analysis, least burdensome alternative, and other requirements to regulations under consideration by the executive branch will help to prevent unnecessary and excessively costly regulations that harm the economy and kill jobs. And that's why I'm pleased Subcommittee Chairman Backus has called this oversight hearing, and I look forward to Administrator Shalansky's testimony as well as that of our second panel of distinguished experts. And I thank you and yield back.